Does everyone have their red cup?
Redcup.
Redcup Chronicles.
Number
Number two.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Hello, everyone. Yesterday was an emotional day.
It was.
We'd like to apologize
For all the
because we didn't
cussing.
want everybody to be crying and the cussing and all that, but it wouldn't be real if we wasn't us.
It wouldn't be real.
So, tonight's conversation, we've had so many inboxes telling us that they appreciate us for sharing our story and that we are very strong people. And we just want to say thank you for the support. Thank you for letting us share our story, and thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Because without you guys, I mean, what can we do?
We wouldn't be the Red Cup right now.
Right, Red Cup Chronicles.
Red Cup Chronicles. Hey Lisa, how you doing?
Hey, I miss you, baby. When are you coming to visit?
Hey, what's up, Bella? So this is what we're gonna do. We had a lot of inboxes about relationships,
Yes.
straight,
How to keep it
gay,
strong.
how to keep it
How to
strong,
keep it
what to do. Relationship goals is what we're about to talk about real quick.
Definitely.
It's not gonna be a long video like yesterday, trust us. But
I mean, in May, we got Red Cup.
if we got some questions, then we gonna answer them. But again, inboxes.
If you guys have any questions, please let us know, and we will answer to the best of our ability because
Love you
we
too,
out
Brittany.
here to help everyone.
Yeah, we're out here. We together. It's a teamwork effort thing.
Definitely.
You guys help us. We help you. You know, we learn different things every day. That's how we're not a perfect relationship, and no one
Definitely
is.
not perfect.
But we're gonna work with
Perfect
it.
for each other, but not a perfect relationship.
So one of the questions is, what do I do in a relationship, and what will help? Upstairs. Sorry, kids. First of all, two things you have to have in a relationship, and I'm gonna just be real with you. Thank you, Bella. Two things you have to have in a relationship. Always have trust and communication. And that all starts off at the beginning, correct?
Definitely.
Bond, vibe, you get to know each other. But I'm going to tell you this, one more thing. You always got to make sure that you have is being real. Being real from jump.
Honest.
All right? Being honest. Integrity is everything. All right? Y'all already know that. And what we learned is from jump. Even if if you feel like that person if you know that person's not even gonna like it.
Don't matter.
Be real.
Sometimes that's what's gonna make a person love you even more. When you bare your soul, when you can go deep down into the darkest of the darkest and let all your skeletons out. That's when you know somebody's gonna love you for who you are. Because they got two decisions: either they're gonna stay and pray, or they're gonna leave and take flight. And then that's when you know that that person is not for you. Because at the end of the day, I know a recap from yesterday, all the stuff that I went through, I was so scared to tell her what I went through
Didn't
and
know
how
what
I
kind of
was
person.
and why I reacted the way that I did to certain situations because everybody else that I told left me. They left me. They didn't say two words. Motherfucker packed up their bags, and when I was at work, came home, shit was empty.
Yep.
That's the type of motherfuckers I was dealing with.
And that's the time that you know how much that person knows, which is her, knew how much I loved her by expressing her feelings to me on something that everybody kept leaving up on.
Right.
She tried to express it and try to be real.
And I was like, well, dang, is
Real.
it me?
How real can you get?
Is it
People
me?
not used to that
it
real.
It has to be me. Because everybody keeps leaving me. But the thing is, nobody was prepared for how hurt I was and what I was going through.
Yep.
When you're with somebody, you always want to make sure that that person that you with is going to be there regardless. They're going to be there to hold your hand. They're going to be there to walk you through it. If that person if that person's not doing that or even willing or showing no signs, then that's not the person for you, boo.
I'm going to tell you that. If they leave, they're not the person for you. Don't try to work nothing out after that. If you expressed yourself and you, remember that. If they leave, they're not for you. Try again somewhere else.
A person that's for you is going to be
saying.
there to understand. It's going to go with you. When we said our vows, I do. Forever.
Forever.
Sickness and in health. She ain't going nowhere.
And this
and
is,
I ain't either.
And this
it's
is
over.
And when you know, and again, when you know you're gonna marry somebody, there's no time on it. Everybody's like, oh, it's so short a time, you knowing each other, or y'all get together, or y'all just been together, y'all just was together. Is it only you and them know when you're ready?
Exactly.
It's never time.
Exactly.
It's when you know. And again, like I said, communication and trust is the two things that y'all have to have. It's not just one. It's not just the other. You gotta have two. You gotta have both. You know what I'm saying? And
trust. Trust. When you're going into a relationship, I don't give a damn if it's 5 years or 5
Cardi B.
days. You have to trust. If you don't trust your partner, then you don't need to be with them, because you're not giving them everything that you deserve. You're not giving them all of you. And I definitely understand what it's like to go into a relationship half-heartedly. But you can never say that you love someone and not trust them. You have to give them something. You have to give them a reason to stay. You have to give them a reason to love. And if you go in not trusting them, oh, well, I know you're going to be this way, and I know you're going to be that way because of all the people that dealt with me. Trust and believe. I'm only speaking off of experience, because when I met her, I was like, no, I don't want nothing to do with you at all, except we can fuck. That's about it.
Excuse me. Yeah,
but
yeah.
I didn't want nothing else, because everybody else had dogged me out and did whatever the fuck they wanted to do. So at the end of the day, you have to know that it's okay to bare your soul. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to let someone be there for you. Both of us were so fucking headstrong. Man, she came in doing shit independent, and I came in, what are you holding my door for? What do you want from me? What are you holding my door for? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't want that. Because I'm not used to that, because I was used to doing everything on my own. So here she come ready to open the door, take off my shoes.
And no one expected me to do all that.
Right. And so I'm like,
everybody.
First of all, you are a DJ, and
and when they say DJs, promoters, MCs, club owners, what are they?
Everybody that knows me,
not everybody's
the complete
a hoe.
Opposite. You know how they say opposites attract? I didn't like to be in the limelight. Didn't really care. I was always in the dugout, in the cutout. And she was everywhere. So that was one of the main things that we had to deal with. But the thing is, the people that she was with before her knocked her hustle. Didn't want her to be a DJ. Didn't want her to do this because of the shine that she was getting. For me, I'm going to root you. I'm going to toot your horns. I'm going to do everything. I'm going to be at every event. And it's not because of jealousy. It's because that's my bae. Like, it turns me on to see you doing what you love to do.
A hustle.
Like,
my nigga. Like,
you have to understand that when you're with somebody, you have to let them do what makes them happy.
Let them do, and let them be them. It's nothing like being with somebody that... I swear, it's like it's nothing like being with somebody that you can be yourself, man.
And we say that every day. Like, where did you come from? Who are you? It don't matter. Like,
girl and girl, guy and girl,
to the point to where
guy and guy.
I couldn't be funny in my past relationships. I couldn't be funny because it wasn't funny to them.
Goofy,
it wasn't funny. I'm like, but I like to laugh. Like, I want to laugh. I like to make jokes. I like to talk shit all the time. But at the end of the day, like, we can't even get mad at each other. That's how we don't argue, because we are the same. Like, we just laugh the shit off, because at the end of the day, when you really love somebody, it ain't nothing that deep that's gonna get you that bad to where you tell me oh, well, I don't want you no more. We finna break up. But then 2 seconds later, y'all back together. That's embarrassing.
And you can't do that either.
Stop doing that.
And you cannot do that, because I'm gonna tell you that in some relationships, when you do that, that will mess up mentally.
Exactly.
Mentally. Oh, do you think she maybe not want to be with me? Do you think
it's serious?
You think he may not want to be with me?
Right.
We need to. Somebody need to
Even
figure it out.
Even in joking and playing, like, sometimes if you don't know your partner, that's what we're trying to get to. You have to know your partner to know when is the right time and when is the wrong time. Mm-hmm. You never let people on the inside of your business.
Never.
Trust me. When me and her into it, have y'all ever seen a post? Have y'all ever known that we have ever been into it? Have y'all ever seen anything?
Because what happens?
Because you cannot take what happens at home to the world.
You can't.
And some then people are preying on your downfall.
And then what happens is the world will judge your relationship. Your world will judge that person that you're telling your business to.
Just for you
I don't like them.
To be right back
they
with
did that
them
to you
a week later.
Work it out. You and God. You and that person, and God will only work that out. That's it. Don't bring nobody else in your relationship, and that's how it goes.
You can't bring anybody else in your relationship. You can't let nobody tell you what's good for you and what's not good for you. I don't give a fuck if it's your best friend, your friend, your family, your mama, your daddy, none of that. Because at the end of the day, you are the one who has to lay down with that.
That's how our bond became a way we bonded quickly.
Quickly.
We wasn't expecting this, and that's why I said sometimes you got to step outside your box.
Remember
what I just said. Remember I said trust and communication. And the thing about it is, what you do is figure out who are you attracting.
Exactly.
Who are you attracting? If you're attracting the wrong ones and it's not working out for you, that's why.
And you notice that it's a trend.
Change it.
Then you need to change it up. We both changed it up.
We dating. I said it. I said no more than two.
No more than 2 kids. Nor a Scorpio.
She said she wanted a skinny.
I said I wanted a skinny person.
And I'm not skinny. I got good hair, girl. You got me messed up. I got dreads. You better drink that cup because I'm drinking more than you. Anyway, Redcup. But listen, this is us every day. We buy. We're more than we're friends. When we go out to the club, we turn up. We don't get jealous.
She lets
live
people
you.
dance with me, and I be like, baby, what is you doing? She's like,
Live.
oh, baby, just let them dance.
Live. Life
and
is
I
too
let her,
short.
you know what I'm saying? It's a respect thing. You have to understand the thing. The key with me is you have to know and trust your partner. And know that if a bitch or a nigga, excuse my language, ever comes disrespectful to her, that she's going to be the one to say,
Hey, Laura.
I don't have to lift a finger. I don't have to say nothing. I don't got to make a face. I don't got to do nothing because guess what? I know what I hold. But at the end of the day, if I know that if she don't get it in line, all I got to do is say something to her and it's over. Baby, what you want me to do? What you want me to say? How you want me? You know what I'm saying? You have to do that because when you make your partner feel insecure, that gives them a reason to veer off. That gives them a reason to look at someone else. If you love that person and you want to be with that person and you know that you want to be with them for the rest of your life, you have to give them a reason to know without a shadow or doubt that I'm not going nowhere and I got you. I got you. I'm just saying, like, you have to know that because if you don't know that,
this is why I married her.
You ain't gonna have no relationship. Your relationship is gonna fail. Your relationship is not gonna be nothing. And you're gonna be sitting here crying every day. And then you wonder, why am I crying? Why am I going through so much? Why am I doing all this? What are you not doing? That's the question. What are you not doing? Are you believing in your partner? Are you praying for your partner?
And yourself.
Are you giving your partner the faith and letting them know that, hey, I'm here. Regardless of what you got going on, I'm here.
Communication.
But at the end of the day, you also have to let your partner know when you're not happy about something.
Got to.
I let her know all the time, baby, I didn't like when you said.
Don't matter if you don't like it
I
or
didn't
not.
like when that girl came up to you and whispered in your ear. I didn't like that. So when I tell you, if you see a person that's making a change, people don't change overnight. That's one thing we all need to get together. People do not change overnight.
So it's up to you to have that. It's up
when
to
I
you
tell
to have
you
that patience.
Something's wrong, and you see that this person is attempting to fix it, then keep going. Keep letting them know. Conversate with them. But if you get mad just because they don't do what you want them to do at that moment, they may have their own reasons. But if y'all not communicating, then how y'all supposed to know?
How you supposed to know?
How would y'all know?
Why you mad? Why you mad at that person for what? You didn't tell me. I don't know. Like,
first of all, people don't know what to fix if they don't know what's wrong.
There you go.
People do not know what to fix if they don't know what's wrong. As soon as you tell them what is wrong, if they hoop and holler and be combative and all this other stuff, nobody gets mad at the truth.
That's it.
No one gets mad at the truth.
Remember I said real, right?
No one does.
Truth, communication.
The truth hurts.
That's what you got to do.
The truth hurts. But when you're in a relationship and it's the person that you want to be with and you feel like it's the person that you want to be with, you got to start laying shit on the line, on the table. Here we go.
Bam, 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 bam at the beginning. Bam, bam, bam. I told her. I said, hey, I'm single. Everybody know how I get when I get single, right?
That's what she said.
Single. When I'm in a relationship, I am faithful. Everybody knows that. Yes, I'm a DJ, but when I'm single, I do what the hell I want to do, and that's what I do. And when somebody can really, really respect that, when they with you and still be there as a friend, in my head, I said, dang.
But I didn't get it at first because she said she was single, and I was like, okay, but I was single, and I wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
She wasn't like what I was
different.
what I was doing.
So I was like, okay, well, I didn't understand it, and I didn't know if I was ready to be that.
I got it out.
But at the same time, I couldn't, like...
Houston, got it out.
I had to set my... I had to set my feelings aside, baby. I just drank. Okay. I had to set my feelings aside for her because I was still going to be a friend. Even though you got these situations and all that stuff going on the side, that didn't have nothing to do with me.
Friends first.
At the same time, you're still my friend first.
Depends on that person is important enough for you to make you
and I even told her,
him your friend.
I even told her one day, like, it's killing me. Like, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. I want to go 7 days without talking to you. Like, I just want to, like, none of that. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, well, okay, if that's how you feel. And I kind of got mad. And I told her, I said, I wasn't so used to somebody being so real with me.
Real, man.
Like, and it's just like, that's what brought me closer to her even more. Just listen. Because of the simple fact of I loved her. I would cry outside with my best friend for 2 hours, like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I love her so much, and I feel like she's gonna mess up.
And I'm over here being a little dog. Roof, roof.
And she just out here, like in these streets.
But being real.
Being real
about it. I told her.
Real about
I said, hey,
so that's another thing. If y'all ever feel like y'all in a relationship and y'all trying to talk to somebody, be upfront. Be serious, because us as women, not studs, but us as women, our feelings tend to get attached a lot faster than they do. So please, studs,
and even studs,
any of that,
and like, even studs as women out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm manlier because it's just me. I'm not acting like no man. It's just I'm being me. Okay, even studs that do have feelings as a female, femme, whatever you want to call it, categories and stuff. Be you.
Be
That's
you,
it.
be upfront. If
Be
you,
upfront,
if you
be
want to be
real.
with somebody and you just want to, didn't tell them. If you
wanna
ain't
just,
trying to be in a relationship, then
do
tell
it.
them.
Say
if
it.
you really want a
Whatever.
relationship and you really digging that person, tell them.
Hey.
Because in our mind, we like, okay, we spending all this time together, and that's how it was with her. I was like, I'm spending all this time with her.
Where we going?
We doing this,
Where
we
we
doing
going?
that. What are we doing? Because
I
I
went-
need to know, because
I
my
went out-
feelings are getting caught up.
I
And
went-
I don't want to be hurt.
Hey, I went
it's
out with
easier
my-
for me to walk away from the
Here I go.
beginning than it is when
Here
I go in.
I
So-
went out with my ex. Took her to Applebee's because that's what she was worth. And then when we went up
you.
there,
Don't say that.
Applebee's, no, okay, what? Okay,
Don't say
wait.
that.
So when I went to Applebee's and I took her to Applebee's and I took my ex to Applebee's, that's all I could think about is her. It's all you can think about is another person. I'm gonna be real. Like, why?
That
Why are
person's
you
not for
thinking
you.
that? The person that you with right there, are you ready for them, or is that for you, or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta ask yourself some questions and give yourself some tests sometime. That's just it. Like I said, trust and communication. Always don't be afraid to talk. Don't be afraid, because if you're afraid of that person, to talk to that person, tell them how you really feel, then that person is just not for you. It's just not for you. And we're not. And like I said, we're not a perfect couple. No, we're not. And that's why we don't here to talk.
She
I
gets
got
cussed out on the
questions.
daily. She gets cussed out on the
I
daily.
mean, but one thing that we do not deal with is putting your hands physically on somebody. That's not what we do. You don't want to do that in front of kids. You don't want to do that in front of family. You don't want to put
if you
yourself
feel like you
out
have to
there.
put your hands on your partner, then y'all not supposed to be. Y'all don't went past what it's supposed to be. Because the thing is, people
sorry.
feel like that's love.
not it.
And I had a problem with that. I felt like it was love when a motherfucker put their hands on me, because it's like that's all I was used to. I seen my mama go through it. I mean, my ex-husband did it. And then, like, to the point to where when we
Even
first
the girl
got together,
she was with.
yeah, a girl I was with and
thought
dragged
she
me
was
all in the middle of the road and
Redcup.
stuff, like just everything. So at the end of the day, when I met her, when she would say some stuff, or like, you know what I'm saying, I would raise my voice, I'd just be prepared to, you know what I'm saying?
Already
when
ready
you
to
acting
dodge.
like that, you already know. People pay attention to your partner. If your partner is very, you know what I'm saying, or everything that you say to her is just so sensitive, him or her, just so sensitive, get to know them. Get to know the reasons why they are the way that they are. Because you'll never know. If they don't tell you, you don't know what they've been through. I was beat as a child. Beat. Literally, from sun up to sundown. I got beat because I said I was hungry one day. You know what I'm saying? And I got told that I was a liar, but I'm not a liar. I was hungry.
And
You
she
beat me because I'm hungry?
Child's to the truth.
You know what I'm
so
saying?
truth to
But at the
truth.
end of the day, get to know your partner. Get to know the goods. Get to know the bads. Get to know everything about them. Because when you get to know everything about them, that's when you can change yourself or accommodate what's going on with them. Because if you don't understand them, how can you say that you love them? If you're not trying to get to know them, how can you say that you love them? And in love with them. You say that you're in love with me, but do you even know what you're loving? Do you even know what you're getting yourself into? You have to give a person an opportunity and a chance to know if it's
Slow
something that they
down.
want to do. Because
down.
some people may not be able to handle you. And that's what that was my problem. I waited until the last minute when a person was like, no, I'm leaving. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that because I know that you out here cheating and you doing this. I'm not a cheater. I don't do that. So at the end of the day, motherfuckers was insecure. So when I told them what it was too late. And it pushed them away even more because they weren't ready for what I was ready for.
And just like she just said, she stayed with people that did her wrong. We all stay with people that do
Yeah.
you wrong. We all stay in the back of your mind. You know somebody's doing wrong, but you just don't have that evidence. You don't have that stuff there. But I'm gonna tell you why you stay in that relationship. You ready? Hope.
Yeah. You see the good in somebody.
Hope.
You see the good in somebody. You see how much y'all went through. You see where they were and where they came from. You say, oh, I can change this person. I know the good in this person. I know this. I know that. And I know that I can give. And the more that I give, the more that they're going to do. What about the more they take? Why would you be with someone who's taking everything when you were drained at the end of the night? When you always crying, when you don't see, when your bad outweighs the good? What are you still there for? That's all I'm saying.
That's right, Dominique.
You want hope, but what do you? Hope is not what's going to seal your fate.
But what about these ones that you put hope in, and then they don't even know or even say or even realize they have a problem. But you see that problem, and you put hope in them that it change. But what if they don't? But
what if they don't know their problem?
What if they
That's
don't
when
notice?
It's your job to let them know. Hey, let's have a conversation. Let's put it all out on the table because that's what she did to me. because I wasn't finna tell her nothing. Because my motto was, if you don't ask, I don't gotta tell. And that's just how I've always been, because at the end of the day, I don't want to hurt you, but I don't want to do anything to jeopardize myself or my relationship. So at the end of the day, she went through my phone, found some stuff that I wasn't intended on her to find because it was long ago. It didn't have nothing to do with the whole time we was together. But at the end of the day, I didn't think of what it would do if she did find it.
Almost
so
called
she
the
found
wedding
it,
off.
and this wedding didn't almost happen. But at the end of the day, I had to bare my soul to her because I loved her, and I needed her to understand that the reason why I did not tell her was because I didn't want to lose her.
I loved her harder.
But instead of her getting upset or cussing me out or leaving me, she was like, well, just tell me. Just tell me everything. I'm here to listen. I still was being stubborn, like, no, fuck you, because you don't have no reason to go through my phone. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are like that, and it's okay. But at the end of the day, if you really love that person, you either going to bear it all or you're going to shut down. I gave it. I bared it all. I gave it to her.
And look what happened.
We cried together. We prayed together.
Somebody out there for everybody, man. Somebody's out there for everybody. That's why I said it just takes some time. Hell, you might not even know it's coming. We didn't. We every day we still to this day. It's like, you and me? Marilyn and Erica, girl, I see you with the 10. And I was like, hey, and keep going. Like, we didn't expect this.
She rubbed on my booty one time. She was probably real drunk.
Be quiet. Anyway. It was a little friendly, little hey girl. But anyway, so yeah, but I mean, like I said, again, we go back.
Trust.
Any questions? I mean, anybody got questions? I think this live is a little behind with the comments and stuff.
I'm just saying, trust your partner. Trust that they have your back. Trust that they have your best interest at heart. If you are an independent woman, then you need to be by yourself. Because whatever you do, you're not going to let anyone come in and help you. You have to be able to let someone come in and help you. It's okay. It's okay to be independent. It's okay.
Two booties, no beasts.
At the end of the day,
two beauties, no beasts.
Two beauties, no beasts. Hey. Let's get it. But at the end of the day, you have to know that your partner, you put faith in your partner. Come on, Quinn. You give life to your partner. You give life to that being, to that soul, to that person that you sleep with every night, that you wake up to every morning.
Woo!
That person is your person. You have to breathe it into them, because it's nobody out here who's going to do it for them. Nobody else is going to do it for us. I need her to wake up every morning and say, baby, I love you. You have a good day at work. Just remember that no matter what you go through today, I got your back. Lala. If a person don't hear that, what do you think that they're going to go through? What if somebody else is telling them that?
Hit that drink for that. Hit that drink for that.
Baby,
Redcup.
Redcup.
Redcup Chronicles.
What if somebody else is telling them that?
Somebody knocking?
Who's see who that is? What if somebody else is telling them that? The less times that you tell them that, and the more times someone else tells them that, that's going to give somebody a reason to go the opposite way.
Yep.
And then you wonder why.
Yep.
Like, why does that happen?
Yep.
Why? That's all I'm trying to say. If you got somebody who's in your corner, please let them be in your corner. Please let them be everything that they want to be to you.
Philly the barber got. Here, hold this.
Okay, it's my turn. Hi, everyone.
Philly the barber got a question.
Philly the barber got a question. How can I help you, baby? Questions we're going to have at the kickback. I'm going to give y'all. You trust each other. Is that the question? Sorry, I'm just reading stuff. Oh, thank you, Renee. You're beautiful, too. I love you. Hi, Quinn's fiance. So, I just want to know, from a femme's point of view, like, I try my best to like be so girly, but it's hard sometimes because I got nigga tendencies. I'm sure you all know that. But it's just because of the life that I live. I gotta be hard. I gotta be here for everyone. I gotta help everyone. And when I can't help everyone, I feel sad. I feel very sad. That's another thing we need to talk about. When you're in a relationship and you're trying to help people, you can't help everyone when you're in a relationship, because that causes confusion between the two of you.
Yeah, and it's also energies. The energies that rub off on you as well.
Please stop letting everybody in your household.
Yep.
Stop letting everybody in your car.
Watch around you. You know, you become who you are. It depends. Like I said, spirituals is everything. You know what I'm saying? So,
you have to.
We're gonna wrap it up.
No, I'm not ready to wrap it up. Okay, you have to be prayerful. You have to be mindful of who you let in your house, who you let around you, who you...
Go ahead, you go ahead. did y'all have the family that didn't agree or
Yes,
didn't
both.
give y'all the blessing?
Yes.
For me, it was my dad. He didn't even come to my...
Yeah.
My dad didn't either.
Dad didn't come. My father's
My
passed away,
dad-
God rest his soul, but neither one of our moms did either. None of our moms. The only mom that came is Mama Royale, and I swear to God, I love you. I love you. I love you. We love you because she took me in
One blood,
on
nothing.
this side.
My dad was supposed to be in it. He's supposed to give us some money, everything. He didn't show up. He didn't call. Nothing. None of that. Look at our first video. I gave a shout out to him, just personally for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But
you gotta move on. You gotta
it
move
is
on.
what it is. You
And
have
like Brittany said,
Even though it hurts.
MUA.
Yep.
She said it's all about you and her, me and you and him, whatever it may be. It's all about you and them. It can't be it can't even really matter about anybody else anymore.
It was just very hurtful because you would expect that people would be there for your most important moment. But at the end of the day, we can't help how they feel. It's their religion. It's their belief. It is what it is. We still going to live them. We still going to be there for them. And we're going to move on. It does hurt. But at the end of the day, nobody can tell you how to love who you love. You know why? Because they didn't experience what you experienced.
They can't. Yep.
My mama didn't experience me going through everything that I went through with a man, and the reason why that I'm with a woman. She didn't go through anything with a man, and she's still with a woman. At the end of the day, you cannot tell me who I'm supposed to love and who I'm not supposed to love.
Exactly.
When it's love, it's love. You cannot change that. It's not going to change.
Oh, yeah, excuses all the time. But again, it's all about us. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember that everybody's going to have a reason to why they didn't do this and why they didn't do that and all about that. But when it comes down to it, you still wasn't there. I'm just going to be real. Like, you still wasn't there. And again, it's all about us.
How you say her name? Cheyenne? Okay. She said a lot of people say lesbians marry too soon. How did y'all feel it was time? Well, for me, it was always time because I'm a family-oriented type person because I've never had a real family. And it wasn't necessarily with her. I wanted to be married just in general. And I do know that she wanted to be married in general, too, because we're around the same age. We're older. She doesn't have any children of her own, and I have children. And I wanted that family to where we can raise a child together because my children don't have someone who's there forever. But at the same time, with me and her, I knew that I wanted to marry her when I told her about my past, and she cried with me, and she prayed with me, and she was intrigued, and she wanted to know. And then when she said, I want somebody who's experienced, I don't want somebody who's just out here. She said, because I won't know how to love them. I want someone who's experienced and who has been through some stuff, who has been through hell and back, because that's going to make me want to love you even more. I was that person. Because even though she didn't go through anything, I went through everything. So sometimes you have to know when you've been through something, you need somebody who probably has either been through the same thing or not as much, because y'all won't have an understanding. And even if it's not, you have to make your partner know that this is what happened to me. This is what hurts me. When you do this, this is how I feel because of this. If they don't know, they're not going to know how to change it. They're not going to know how to deal with it. They're not going to know how to fix it.
Where's my red cup? Okay, there it is.
Cheers.
Hey.
Red cups. Does everyone else have their red cups?
So, that's how it goes, though. I mean, I don't know, like, it was just something that I felt. Like I said in my vows, I knew that I was ready for her when she was crying and I wasn't even around her. And I felt it. I felt it. Her spirit was still by my side when I left her. With the buys and the nights that I left, she was still by my side.
And I don't even know if y'all know, I love to sing. I have a voice. I'm a choir girl. And the night that I knew that she really loved me was because we were sitting in the car, and instead of like yelling at her, screaming at her because I wanted her to like pay attention to me, because it's like, girl, you don't know how much I love you, I sung to her. Like, I cried and I sung to her through music. And I needed her to know. Sometimes you have to express yourself through music. I'm so used to people, when I play music, I love to sing. I don't give a damn if it's a sad song, a happy song, a nigga song, none of that. If I want to sing, I'm going to sing. That don't mean that I'm singing it to you. That don't mean that I feel like that to you. You know what I'm saying? And I was just so used to playing music and singing to it that people thought that I was like sending that towards them. And that's not what it was. Like, I literally just sang because I love music. Music does something to me. And I know there's a lot of people out there where when the shit is going wrong and stuff is upside down, you have to listen to music. And I did that. And she was the first person that was ever like, oh yeah, I love that. Oh yeah. So I would have to tell her, like, baby, that's for you. That song is for you. Can you listen? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. Like, it's just stuff that just happened. And we just knew that we needed to be together. We were destined to be together because her past, the fact that her mom is so spiritual and my mom was a pastor, that brought us together. Because when we got our first home together, she came in with anointed blessed oil
and she was
anointing
like,
the walls. I was like, what?
What's going on? Because
my mom does that, my mother does that,
and you can't be with
and
everybody.
I've never been with anybody who's ever done that.
The same.
So when she did that, that took it home. That took it back. Like, God, what are you trying to tell me? Like, she's anointing homes. She's blessing this home. My son was in the middle of a asthma attack. And she had a bag with her, and she pulled out the blessed oil and anointed his stomach. I've never had anyone who was there and knew God as much as I did. And I've always wanted that. I've always craved that, because even though people don't believe that we love God or anything like that because we're lesbians, trust and believe, honey, we be shouting, we be speaking in tongues, we pray for each other, everything that we do, we got Bibles all over this house. We do everything that we're supposed to. So don't let nobody ever tell you that you're not of God because you are a lesbian. Because trust and believe, honey,
the way
we are.
I couldn't even go out to the mall on Sundays. I had to be in the house reading my Bible. My mama said, what if God come back and you at the mall? Where you going? At the mall, mama? Really? Right. Wearing church dresses. Yep. I wore a dress at the time. Stockings and everything. Huh? I was what?
Thick. We're D-Bad.
Thick. Whatever, man. No, but I mean, it's real out here. We've been through it all. Like I told her, I asked God, I'm going to tell y'all this before we go. I asked God to bless me with a strong woman. Bless me with the woman that's been through a lot. Experienced, marinated, you know what I'm saying? Like, been through it. And she been through more than been through. And I didn't even know how to handle it. I only handled it. The only thing I did was love her. Like I said, love her harder.
But at the end of the day, anybody who has ever been through what I've been through, you have to let yourself know. You have to have it in your mind. You have to have a positive mind. And I know it's easier said than done. Trust and believe. You have to have it up here. You have to have it here. You have to say, I'm better than that. I'm stronger than that. I will not be a statistic. And that's how I'm getting through. Because I think about stuff every day, but I will not let it define who I am, and I will not let it stop me from loving the way that I'm supposed to love. I will not let it stop me from giving the way that I give, because at the end of the day, God knows. God knows my heart, and everything that I do comes from here. I take family in. I take friends in. We give away. We do everything that we are supposed to do, and at the end of the day, it's because I know where I could be. I could be dead. I could not have no family. So when we were taken away from my mama, the police said, it's 6 of y'all. It's too many of y'all. We was all going to go to separate homes. My own grandmother, my mama's mama, was like, nope, it's too many of them. I ain't finna take care of them damn kids. And then my mama, Pastor Norman, she was like, no, we gonna take them. And wasn't even
blood,
family.
was it?
No, she was just the neighborhood grandma who cooked for everybody. 6 kids. Her and my father adopted all 6 of us so that we would not be separated. And when I tell you I love that woman, I love that woman. It's a different type of love. And I lived myself through her because I felt like I owed her and my father because of the gift that they gave us. But now that I'm grown, I just want y'all gotta let y'all parents know what I do after y'all raise me don't have nothing to do with y'all. Because at the end of the day, you raised me the way that you were supposed to raise me. And I'm good. You did nothing to me to the reason why I am the way that I am. It has nothing to do with you.
Thank you for my mama.
This is a personal situation.
And her single mother life.
But at the end of the day,
and my brother,
it did sadden me because neither one of them were there, because it didn't matter if you supported the union. It was the fact that you should have been there to support your daughters. Your daughters.
It's all good.
On the happiest day of their life. But it's okay. But at the end of the day, y'all need to get your relationships together. Y'all need to talk.
Y'all need to communicate. And trust. When we go back
y'all need to trust.
Goals.
When somebody leave the house for 10 hours, she leave all the time.
When things switch up. When things switch up.
You know.
Why does it switch up? She called me on break. Why didn't you call me on break?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? It's okay to ask those questions because there's no reason why things should switch up. Hey, babe, I worked through my break. Hey, give them a reason, because they deserve a reason, because you switched it up. You.
And you don't want to be the reason of switching up to be the reason why they switching up on you, when then you got the nerve to
no
get mad because
reason.
they done switched up when
For
you
the
switched
wrong-
up first.
wrong
You
reason.
can't do that.
Back and forth.
You have to
Nope.
keep it consistent, and we've said this the whole time we've been together. You got to keep it consistent. When I met her, I was cooking. Guess what I just got done doing? Cooking. She was trying to rush me cooking so we can get to this live.
I'm full with this
You
cup.
have to. You have to keep it consistent. You have to keep it alive. You have to keep it playful. Y'all got to laugh with each other. Y'all got to talk to each other. Y'all
Right
got to
on,
go
Smooth.
out. Y'all got to go out every
Hang
fucking
out.
week if
Like
y'all
y'all
have
friends,
to.
man.
And I told her this whole time we was planning this wedding, I said, baby, we ain't been on no date. We ain't been on no date. We just didn't have the time. But at the end of the day, you have to keep it alive.
Hustle
You
together,
have to
man.
keep it going. You have to show each other love. We kiss each other every morning. I get mad sometimes because I be halfway asleep because she leave before me. And I be like, baby, did you kiss me this morning? She be like, yeah, girl, I did. Dang, I did.
Knocked out, girl.
Knocked out, girl. Let me get another one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, we talk to each other every day on our way to work, FaceTiming.
Talk.
I have her on speaker while I'm getting ready. Like, and it's not no plaything. Like, this ain't new love. We've been together since last year.
About to be a
so
year.
it's like, you got to keep doing the same thing because
5
you
years
have
down
to
the road,
keep it,
same thing.
You
Keep it
have
lit.
to keep it alive.
Keep it turned
if
up.
she don't tell me she love me every day, I'm going to feel like something's wrong. If she don't ask me, baby,
How do
have
I
you
look?
ate today?
How do I look? Do I look okay, baby?
Yeah.
You didn't say it the right way. You didn't say it how you usually say. I gotta change. And the girl come out. It come out. I'm not that hard.
No, she
but
does. No, she does.
When I
she
dress,
put on her clothes and she be like, "Baby, you ain't even tell me how I look today." I'm like, "Damn, baby, you ain't even give me a chance. You just got
you
dressed."
be waiting because you used to
But she
that,
be
that compliment,
exactly.
that same compliment.
And so
that
now I know on my position, I have to play my position because I'll be damned if another bitch tell her she look good because she may look that way before she
play
look
your
back this
position.
way.
Somebody else will if you don't.
You definitely have to.
Somebody out there.
You have to let your woman or your man or whoever they are know you are the shit every day. When your hair all over the damn place,
You still look good,
you got
baby.
on your moo-moo, you still look good. You have to let people know. You have to let people know. Baby, my hair is too much. No. You have to let each other know how much y'all love each other and how much y'all need each other. Like, you have to communicate. Communication is the number one relationship breaker of all time because you don't talk to each other.
Just
if
talk,
you don't talk
man.
to each other, I don't care if y'all voices is all the way up here. At the end of the day, she'll be like, "Baby, why you hollering at me?" I said, "I'm not hollering. I'm just raising my voice just a little bit because when people holler, that means that they're passionate about what they're saying. They are passionate about what they're saying. If you're not passionate about what you're saying, I'm not gonna believe you." So when she hollered at me, "Baby, you ain't gotta cuss me out like that. You don't have to holler. You don't gotta do that." But when I say that, I be playing because at the end of the day, I never used to apologize for nothing. Because I'm paying all the bills. I'm doing everything. Not with her. With other people. I'm paying all the bills. I'm doing everything. I'm working from sun up to sun motherfucking down. So you can't tell me nothing.
With
tell me
men
shit.
and women.
But with her,
With men and women, yes.
when she gets to yelling.
She was the man
and I get
and
to
the
talking
woman.
shit. And I get to doing all this shit. Like, "Baby, why are you hollering though? But why are you hollering?" When
Used
she would
to.
just be
Stuff
quiet
you used to.
and just walk away.
Lay back and just listen.
I wasn't used to that because I'm used to I get to
What?
hollering and motherfucker put their hands on me and all this. She never did that.
I don't need to do
Never.
all that. Especially when you're in front of your kids.
Yes.
Don't ever remember that. You're going to mess around and mess them mentally up if you do stuff around your kids. Even arguing, getting loud. You send them upstairs or send them out to play or something and then talk about it. I don't like talking about no situation as we have our disagreements. I don't like talking about none of that in front of nobody.
Right.
Because people feed off that. People feed off
People
that.
feed off that. Kids feed off that. Then they don't know whose side they're supposed to choose. You could be wrong as two left shoes. And just because those are your kids as a mom,
They'll have
they're
your
going to
back.
automatically have your back when they know you wrong.
Be right
can't
here.
do that.
You gotta be right here. If those kids, you get with somebody and they're not your kids and they're the person that you got with, and you don't have none of your own, you and them have to be one-on-one when it comes to them kids, and that's just it. That's it. If y'all not and them kids see that, they gonna
And then
use that.
also, they going to play against you.
That's it.
Like,
They gonna use it.
TJ said, and
Yeah,
then
you
Mama
know that.
said,
You know that.
you can't do that.
You
The
know
kid,
that.
y'all got to be on one accord. If y'all not on one accord, it's a whole bunch of confusion.
Communicate and
then y'all going to be
trust.
arguing for no reason when y'all weren't even arguing to begin with. Like, what is it? Communication. Y'all have to communicate with each other. You have to let her know or him know when he's upsetting you. You have to let them know when they did something that you didn't like. You have to communicate. Even if you got to text them, be like, hey, when you did that earlier, I may not have said nothing earlier because I was too mad. Because I tell her that all the time. I'll be shitty and I won't say nothing. And she want to talk? Because if I talk right now, I'm going to say a whole bunch of stuff that I do not mean. And women, us as women, we have to stop doing that. We have to stop saying stuff before we think about it. Stuff that we don't mean. Saying stuff out of spite. We have to stop doing that. Because just like we feel like they hurting our feelings, you don't know what we doing to theirs. You don't know what we doing to theirs. So if y'all are together and y'all are in agreement and y'all are on one accord, you have to let them know, hey, I didn't like what you said earlier. It hurt my feelings. Can we work on it? Can we talk about it? If we can't talk about it, then we don't need to be together. Because I need to know what I did. I need you to know what you did to me so you don't do it again. Yep. Because if it's the same battle and y'all going through the same argument, nobody should have the same argument more than once. We never had the same argument more than once.
It's always about something different.
It's always about something different. Wow. Never argue about the same thing over more than once. Because if it is, then that means that you're not listening.
Yeah, we should.
You're not listening to what I'm saying to you when I'm trying to tell you that this is what is bothering me.
Maybe I work on it.
And if you don't care, then why are y'all together? I'm not going to keep repeating myself. Neither one of us are repeaters. We get shitty when we have to repeat some stuff, even if it got to come to a grocery list.
I ain't got no patience.
So, listen. Pay attention.
Oh.
Baby, this ain't your concert. So okay. You let Beyonce have it.
Sorry.
It's not yours.
Was it Beyonce that did it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Just stop.
Joey knows that.
She's not here. Yeah, so listen to your partner. Cherish your partner. Love your partner. Cater to your partner. Fuck what everybody else is saying. Fuck what everybody else is saying that you should do. Everybody's relationship ain't the same. Just because their relationship ain't working because of whatever they got going on, don't mean that y'all relationship ain't gonna work because of what y'all got going on. Yeah. People come over and they be scared to death because of the way we be talking to people. They be like, this is how we are every day.
That's how we are.
All day.
Everybody got a
change
different
up
connection.
for nobody. I mean, because if we did, then that would mean that we were fake. We argue, we do this, we do that. Whatever it is what it is.
Well, we
talk about it in private. You never, and then another thing.
Thanks, Sierra.
Never say shit about your partner to somebody else. Never put your partner on blast in front of other motherfuckers. I just want
to, one extra thing before we go, real quick. So when you break up with somebody and then the ex be making up shit about really wasn't the reason why we broke up. Like, I'm not going to get to that. But I just want to know, why do the exes do that? They make themselves high up knowing that that's not really why we broke up. Like, just stop making up stuff. Like, be real.
Don't argue with them. Don't show them no type of entertainment.
Like,
don't show
if
nothing.
It didn't come from my mouth, then that means what? That means that it ain't true. If it comes from that person, that exact person is saying whatever needs to be said, then that's true. But if it didn't come from me, then why worry about even paying attention or even thinking or believing it? No.
And stop being friends with everybody else's exes. Just stop being friends with them. Because it ain't no point. Because they're going to tell you something and you going to get mad and be like, oh, well, you didn't tell me that and you didn't tell me that.
And then what
you
are?
You know
you
if
in
the
the
bitch
middle.
lying or not? How do you know if the bitch lying or not?
You in the middle.
A new relationship is just that new. I'm learning you for myself.
Don't bring up no more exes about. I don't want to hear nothing about it.
Don't bring up none of that. Don't be like, well, when I was with, when you was with. No, don't bring up that mess because it's not doing anything but hurting your relationship. You can't do that. Man, I could go on for hours. Communication and...
We'll start off again tomorrow.
Communication.
Inboxes. We're here for anybody need to talk.
Any more questions?
Want to come by, just sit and chill and have a Redcup session.
We haven't answered any questions.
Redcup session.
Do you have any questions for us?
Did we have to cut off any friends because of us or weddings or all of that?
Yes, we did have to cut off some friends.
Family
Sometimes
too.
You have to cut off friends and family because some people aren't ready for what you moving on to. And, some friends, feel like, oh, well, I've been here. Well, you going to like her or you just not going to be with me.
It's what's important to you.
You have to.
All right.
Sometimes you have to cut off friends. Sometimes you have to cut off family because at the end of the day, who do you sleep with at night? You sleep with your mama, your daddy, your friend.
And eventually your friends and family will realize at the end of the day
that it's love.
Who's right? Mm-hmm. Why are you worried about me so much if I'm happy? if I'm really happy. You know what I'm saying? That's just it. So.
No, there isn't always three sides to every story. What was it? Your story, his story, and then the truth. So let's just say it's just one side to every story because it's always the truth. Because people like to listen to his side, her side, or her side and her side. But at the end of the day, if you know this person, or if you know yourself and you know what you're capable of and you know what you did or didn't do, then the rest of those stories should not matter.
Thank you, Pinky.
At all.
Not my nails, but
it's just the truth.
Yeah.
It's just the truth. The truth shall set you free.
It's true.
And I know that's cliche, but at the end of the day, the truth is always going to set you free because you know.
You know them old sayings.
Heart. You know what you did. You know what you didn't do. So let motherfuckers talk because they're going to talk regardless. Whether it's the truth or a lie, they're going to talk. Either way, they're going to talk. They're going to hate. I mean, nobody likes everybody in this world. Somebody always got something negative to say.
Geez.
Somebody always got something that, you know what I'm saying, that they want to say that this is what
they
happened.
Together?
And that's what happened.
Look,
it don't matter.
When we got together, they together? What? This ain't true. Yeah, right. What? Huh? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, it is. And we're not just together. We are a family. We are a union. We are a team. You know what I'm saying? We got chemistry that no other person did. And the only time they've seen that, and really people open their eyes up, is when we had our wedding. Mm-hmm. This is the truth. This is what happened. This is what really is going on right now. God had blessed us. Yes, God has blessed us. This is not no joke.
People thought this was a joke. People thought that this was for a show. People know me. It ain't for no show. She's the DJ, not me. People know her because she DJs, not because of her relationships. But at the end of the day, when I say people thought that this was a joke, people literally thought this was a joke. But after the wedding and after those vows, honey, those vows were the truth. It ain't nothing fake about this.
Exactly. Never change out who you are, Ree. Mm-hmm. Always be with somebody, again, that's going to allow you to be you. Mm-hmm. You don't, no matter if it's the friends behind it, they friends, your friends, if you gotta lose them friends to continue to be you and lose family, guess what? At the end of the day, you gonna have you happy.
Friends, they gonna support you in every decision that you make, regardless of whether they think that you're making the biggest mistake of your life or the best decision in your life. If they are really your friends, they gonna stick by your side regardless. I don't give a fuck. They gonna stick. I
don't care how long you been friends with them. They gonna stick by your side.
I have lost family. I have lost friends because I decided to be gay, a lesbian, this and that. I can't tell you how many friends and family that I've lost. But at the end of the day, the motherfuckers that ride for me never judged me, never questioned anything. And these motherfuckers just as straight as they want to be. But they will go to a gay club just to support me. They will go to any function just to support me. Fuck everybody else, but I'm your friend, so I don't give a fuck about none of that. Half of the people that was at the club on Saturday was not gay, straight as hell. My brother, her brother, my best friend, my other friend. Like, it was a lot of people that was there just to support us. If you don't have those type of people around you, what are they in your life for?
Question. That's why you gotta think about it from middle
school, a lesson or a blessing,
to high school to now. How many friends and best friends do you call? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. F them. Right, India? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand who is gonna be there for you. Then if it's people that's gonna be there for you, you don't even know it's gonna be there for you. Mm-hmm. And the people that you thought was gonna be there for you ain't there. That's just like putting up a post, a status. You think somebody's gonna like this status? I know y'all been there. Think y'all gonna like that person, gonna like that status, and they didn't. But somebody that's random gonna like your status, and like, dang, where happened to that person that was supposed to like that status? She didn't never liked it. So what she feel like? Everybody go through it. Trust me, we go through it all. We not perfect. Like I said, we're not, but we work through it. We pray through it. Yeah, we are. We're not perfect for other people, but we're perfect for each other. Yeah. Remember that. Chemistry.
Every time she gives me this cup, I get to feeling some type of way.
Oh, red cups.
Drink.
It's the cups.
It's
the red cups. Tomorrow, y'all, we probably gonna come up with another topic. Inboxes and let us know what's up. Again, and Reed, you don't have to be no party person. You get tired of partying. I get tired of partying. I party because I
we
DJ.
Only partied this last
I hustle.
5 months because we was trying to get this wedding.
Hustle. That wedding was. I appreciate y'all on that. You know what I'm saying? Giving a shout out. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you for that. For the congratulations, and I appreciate the ones that's been there.
One more thing. Sorry, it's not time to go yet. So,
shut up, Drea.
To anybody who feels like they are being used, and all you do is give, and all a person does is take. Stop giving. Just stop giving. Like, if you just want somebody to respect you and to love you and be there for you, you have to know the difference. If you notice that every time something happens when you sit at a table, and you always pulling out your billfold, or you go to the gas station and you getting out and you pumping the gas, or this motherfucker always asking for cigarettes or whatever. What are you doing? I just want to know, what are you doing? Because I've been there. I'm only speaking through experience. I've been there because I always wanted you to have. I always wanted you to have this from me, because if you're not getting it from me, then you're probably getting it from somebody else. Stop thinking like that. If they get it from somebody else, then obviously you need to push it somewhere else, because it's easier. A lot of people are not used to being alone. I struggled with that problem too. It's okay for you not to be alone. It's okay. But if you're not going to be alone, make sure that it's with somebody who's not going to see you without. If you with this motherfucker and you always zeroed in, getting evicted, skipping car notes, ain't got shit to eat.
For them?
What are you doing? Nothing at all. It's okay to be by yourself, because when you are by yourself, you find yourself. You find yourself.
Find you.
And if you don't find yourself by being by yourself, you ain't gonna never be nothing. You have to find yourself. You have to find who you love, who you are as a person. Because how the fuck can you ever love somebody and give them all of you if you don't even have yourself? You don't even love yourself. You have to have self-love. Self-love is very, very, very important. I had to learn that. This last year, I had to learn it. Self-love is the most important thing that you could ever have for yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, how dare you try to be in a relationship with somebody and you don't even know how to love them?
You're selfish as hell. You hurting yourself and them even more, and you don't even know what.
And
you
no
don't even
matter
know
how,
where they been.
right? And no matter how hard they try to make you happy, or how hard they try to do this, or how hard they try to do that, if you're not happy within yourself, you ain't gonna never be happy with what they do. They could give you $1 million right now. The money will be happy, but not the relationship. Is that what you want to give somebody?
Get tired.
People get tired of that, and then they give up on you, and then you get mad because they gave up on you. Well, what did you give me not to give up on? I'm just saying. Like, y'all just have to, y'all have to know each other. Y'all have to, like, kindred, pray, and pray without cease. I mean, if you got to roll around in the goddamn dirt, grass, or whatever, for God, you have to do that. But everybody in a relationship or not in a relationship needs to know what they want out of life, what they want out of themselves, what do they want out of a relationship. Some of us are just so eager to get into a relationship because of what they look like. Oh, they so fine. Oh, they this, and oh, they that. You could be the ugliest motherfucker in the world and have the purest heart. You could be the finest motherfucker in the world and have the ugliest heart.
Yep. Just
saying, all that ass that people be looking for, titties and all that shit, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It's nice, but when all that goes,
bye-bye.
Do you still have the heart?
Remember, find yourself.
That's all I want to know.
Find yourself. Communication and trust, y'all. We said that. Communication and trust. That's it.
Know what you're looking for in a relationship. Know what you want out of a relationship.
But before
and if it's
you
not
get
right, keep it pushing.
Before you get to anything, always know what you want. Find yourself and love you. If you do not ever in your life love you, you will just be by yourself. I'm being real. Know what you like. Know your likes. Know your favorites. Know what you look for in someone. Know what turns you on. Learn you and know you and love you.
It's okay to be by yourself. If you lay in the bed and you just so lonely, it's okay to date. You can date.
That's how you know yourself.
Have all these people in the world.
That's how you learn.
At the end of the day, you should feel comfortable going home by yourself. I would rather go home by myself and be happy than go home with a motherfucker who ain't shit.
And beat
I want to beat their ass all goddamn day. Like, what are you doing? Get out of my bed. No.
Be all mad when you get off work and you mad because you got to come home to that.
Exactly.
Something wrong with that.
You need to be
it's
happy.
It's not going to ever work.
Home.
You know that.
Your relationship at home should not define who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? You should be happy to come home. You should be ready. I'll be jumping for joy every time it's time for me to come home, and I get off at 9 p.m. And I'll be ready. The keys couldn't make it to the door fast enough. Baby, come on.
We still on the phone with each other.
Ready to lay down. I want to go to bed. Right.
Still on the phone. While we walking in the door.
Like, oh shit, we still on the phone. Like, y'all gotta have that type of relationship. Y'all gotta know. Y'all gotta love each other. Y'all have to be what it is. And if you come home by yourself, yes, the house may be empty. Yes, you may be lonely. But look at all the problems that you are avoiding by being lonely, by being by yourself. Until you find that one. Like I said, the person always comes when you're not looking. Because her right here wasn't looking at all.
You're gone.
Bye, girl. Bye, girl.
We about to get out of here, y'all. We try to do what we can do. Hey, pretty anyway, the best anyway.
Hey. She done gave me a cup. Now she's trying to cut me off.
Well, it's so.
Man, no one cares. It's 10 o'clock. We only been here for 1 hour. We was late, so it ain't even an hour yet.
Look at
Talk
you.
about something
You
more.
ready, ain't you?
Talk about something
Just
more.
make some notes right now and then go to the next section tomorrow, number 3. Redcup Chronicles. You know, Redcup Chronicles. Y'all, where your Red Cup at? We love y'all. We appreciate y'all tuning in.
It's Chronicles.
Chronicles. They know what I'm talking about. All right, y'all. We about to be out of here.
She about to be out of here. I'm just gonna be all night.
Well, you
'cause I'm
gonna
not
do your
sleepy.
you gonna do your own. You can bring it on your own
I don't know what I'm
Facebook.
talking about. I don't want to do my own one. I'm
Maybe.
doing it on yours.
All right, we about to be out of here. Hey,
She done said it 5 times.
what's up, Greg? I miss Houston, y'all. What's up? Shout out for Houston, y'all. We gonna be at that thing in a little bit, you know. But hey, this shirt,
so fine.
this shirt represents two beauties, no beasts.
Babe, they don't see my shirt.
I
We
know.
got the
Hold
same one
on.
on.
Two beauties, no beasts. We got the same one on.
Oh, my
your hair in the way.
Get my hair out the way. She
Remy,
made me take my hair out the bonnet.
Remy
just
and
so I could
Erica,
look-
Atlanta.
I still feel like I don't look good, but she was like, "Baby, you gonna wear that bonnet?" I'm like,
Yeah, she
"I'm
had a
gonna
bonnet
wear
on before. I said, "You gonna have to take that off, girl."
She said, "I'm gonna go
take
put my
that off.
scarf on me."
All right, y'all.
No, ain't no. All right, we not.
I'm gonna holler. DJ twerk some, y'all. DJ twerk some. DJ twerk some. All right. We love y'all. Y'all have a
What's
good
wrong
night.
with you?
Tomorrow we'll continue. And you right, Sherry. Hey, Mama Sherry.
I love
you right.
Mama Sherry.
We love
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to our wedding and everything.
Oh,
Our
that's
gift. We
everywhere.
love that gift. Yeah, that's nice. I was like, how
Where's
did she do
Trimmy?
this?
Did you give her a shout out? Two beauties, no beats.
we
Trimmy
did.
Red.
We did. Trimmy,
Erica. Where's Erica Trimmy?
Yeah. What's up, Nakia? All right, y'all. We out.
love
We love
y'all.
y'all. Stay up.
Any more questions
Inbox.
before we go?
Any more questions? Thanks, Pinky, for the shirt. Appreciate it. Inbox us if you have any more questions. We'll talk to y'all about whatever it needs to be talked about. Like I said, we learn from y'all. Y'all learn from us. And we go on in life. You know what I'm saying? We're not perfect.
We'll see y'all tomorrow night at 10 p.m.
10. I got to work.
I have
Okay.
to work too.
We'll let y'all know what time.
Love you guys.
Another